said, okay, girlfriend, we're going. And that's it. We don't know how we're gonna get there. We don't know the way there. We don't know what'll happen there. And we're gonna be brave. And we're gonna be there. And we're gonna make it so that my daughter Valerie could be there through technology. So she could watch the unveiling of her son. And you don't get a statue in this world unless, they don't make too many statues for us. I don't expect I'll get one, but he got one, right? And so we can learn to be brave. We can learn to do things. And the people I met at that moment, at that unveiling, the woman was 71 and she said, I can't believe you're 82 years old, you got on an airplane, you didn't know where you were going, you rented a car, you didn't know where you were driving to, and you're here. She said, I could never do that. I'm not brave enough to do that. All right, whatever motivates you or floats your boat. But for me, I got it. Right? I'm bold, I'm brave, I'm going to do it, right? And I'm not going to go into the whole story, but I'll just say one thing. I was standing looking at the flowers, and my other grandson, who has not spoken to me in 20 years, not because he doesn't want to, but he can't, walked behind me. And I'm looking at the flowers, and I know he's behind me, but I know he doesn't know me. I know that. He hasn't really seen me since he was 7. And I said, are these flowers real? And he said, oh, of course, they're all real. And I smiled. Because my grandson spoke to me, even though he didn't know me. Right? And it was a wonderful, wonderful moment. And I can accept it that way. You see, it doesn't mean that he has to turn around and say, oh, it's you, Grandma, oh, let me hug. No. That doesn't have to happen. What happened was good enough. In fact, it was spectacular, right? So sometimes we learn to be brave when everything else says, don't do that. You're going to rent a car, you don't know where you're going, right? And I didn't. It was as if, and I say this with total truth, it was as if the car knew where the statue was. And there were points where the car wanted to turn to the right, and I was like, okay, we'll go to the right. I could feel this movement, right? And then all of a sudden, I'm standing, I'm pulling into a park. There's one parking spot. I pulled in. I turned my head, and there was this statue covered with a cloth. I thought it could be the Blessed Mother, but then I figured, nah, it's not her. I must be in the right place. This just happened on, June 28th, 2004, last month. And sure enough, it was miraculous. They had the jets flying over. They had the guys marching and displaying the flags. Navy SEAL. He was 22. He was 22. Anyway, we can all be brave. We can all be bold. Right? But our brain might tell us, our body brain might tell us, oh no, I can't do that. Yes, you can. You'll be okay. You'll be fine. And as I shared with Scarlett earlier, right, just a few minutes ago, this is my girlfriend. I've been hanging out with her for 82 years. I like her. I love her. I show her in the mirror and I say, dear heart, you're looking beautiful. We're going to have fun today, right? And make your body, mind, your boyfriend, your best friend, whatever you want to call it, because this is where you're living, right? And treat this body, mind, the way you would treat your best friend or your dog, at least, right? At least your dog. Okay, back to acceptance commitment therapy. My friend is sitting here. I don't know if you guys can see him, but he's got a green shirt on. Remember that guy who's sitting right there? I told him I would bring him into the room via, over here. He had to go make a phone call. He didn't want to be left out of the room. I said, don't worry, he'll be right there. That's a little metaphysical idea, right? How could he be there if he isn't there? He could be there. Okay. visible behaviors, what I'm doing right now, in the service of what matters to me. And what matters to me is giving away the gifts that I've been given, for us to work together, for us to learn together, to practice together, to join each other. Right? To join, not separate, but to join. Right? And how can we do that? That's that centerpiece, right? The centerpiece, this goes backwards. Oh, let me see if I can do it. Oh, I'm liking this clicker. Right there, this centerpiece right here, right? Can I be curious? Can I wonder? Can I open my heart and my mind? I don't know how this is going to go, folks. You know, I'm just going to get up here and I'm going to do the best I can and be the best I can. And you're going to receive it, and some things you're going to go, sorry lady, I ain't taking that one home. And that's okay too. That's okay too. You take what is good for you, what resonates, right? But yeah, that's where you want to stay. You want to stay in curiosity, wonder, an open mind, an open heart, and a willingness to receive from a universal intelligence. Obviously, there's something bigger than us. We don't create the trees, the sun, the stars, the moon. We didn't do that. There's an intelligence that's letting it happen. You're not creating the breath you breathe. It's already here. Well, think about this for just one moment. Not think about it, but take it in. If already what you need is provided, why worry about anything? If the very breath you need to breathe is here before you need it, why are we so concerned? You see, our struggle is the problem. Our struggle is what keeps us from being relaxed, at ease, and receiving whatever it is that needs to come to us, right? And if you want to get there and really play, you can start to manifest them. Oh, I'll have a Jaguar, let me see it. You start to get to move. You can do anything with this tool. There's a tool in your head. What shall I do with it? Again, the center column. What shall I do with it? What do I want it to do? How do I want it to work? Do I want it to be critical and complaining and talking nasty about me? Do I want it to talk nasty and judgment about other people? Do I want it to gossip? Now me, we're not doing that. I tell her outright, we're not doing that. Don't say that about anybody. No. And she goes, and I can tell you when I first began doing this, she pouted a little bit. I can't gossip. Oh, but I like gossiping. Nah, we're not doing that. Sorry, I'm not doing that. Yeah, she got used to it. She's okay. So I'm going to go back forward again real quick. I'm going to get really good at this clicker, and hopefully I won't go too far. I think we were there. What is your heart's deepest desire? The truth is, I don't know. Oh, I'd like a mansion. That's your head. Right? I'd like $1 million. Again, that's your head. What is your heart's deepest desire? Right? What is that? And if you know or have received that, write that down. Let your body physically write it down. Let your girlfriend or your best friend or your boyfriend, whatever you want to call it, right? Get physical.
I think we're on committed action.
Say it?
I think we were on committed action.
No, this is what we did. Yeah, we did this.
Yes.
Yeah.
And
that too. Okay.
there we go. There we go.
I accept the feedback, folks, with no defense. I was wrong. Can you believe it? I was wrong. She said committed action. I said, no, this is where we're at. Can I accept that I was wrong and be okay with it? Mm-hmm. Can I be joyful about, holy crap, I was wrong? Can I accept that? I made a mistake. Or I'll give you Steve Hayes. He's giving a talk to 500 people. He's the big cheese. He gives his talk, he goes back to his room, he lays in bed, he falls asleep, and all of a sudden he wakes up, oh my God, I told him the wrong number. What am I gonna do? I know he told me this story himself, right? And he went into panic and he got up. Oh my God, they're gonna think I'm crazy. Oh, what am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? And he went, and then his head said, I'm stupid. And he went, stupid, 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 until the word had no meaning. And he fell back to sleep. And that's an act practice that I just shared. Right? I'm lonely, 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 lonely. I'm guilty, 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 guilty. Take until the word falls apart and it has no meaning. It can't move you inside, right? Anyway, Stevens. Valued, guided, effective, mindful, and meaningful. That's what matters to you. What really matters. That's what you want. You want that your golden nugget, right? And of course, the present moment is the way. I am the present moment queen. I'll tell you that. I've lived in the present moment for a long time. I can't even tell you how long I've lived in it. I've been in it so long, right? I'm like the carrot to the soup. The present moment is the soup, and I'm the carrot. Right? I'm floating around in the present moment. And you can too. You know, it's wonderful. So the present moment is the way. Okay, letting go or holding on. Letting go. Anger, guilt, shame, fear. You do not want dementia. Let go, let go, let go, let go. You do not want that outcome. You do not want to shut your brain off. You want it to sparkle. You, me, we want it to have epiphanies. You want to be epiphanistic. You want realization. You want revelation. You don't want justification and rationalization. That's what you don't want, right? So can I do it? The more you try to fix your suffering, the more you're going to suffer. There's only one thing you can do with suffering, folks. Let it go. Worry. Let it go. Let it float downstream like a leaf in a stream. Yes?
I'm not a counselor, but is there like a scientific term for make the word fall apart? Like what is it called? Like
You know, Steve Hayes didn't really say what it's called.